20 miles west of downtown Dallas, one of the league's grand settings, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Alongside Greg Olsen, I'm Mike Tirico. The kicker has us set for the start. Off we go from AT&T Stadium. In the end zone, here's Cavante Turpin. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready, operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. The RPO, that one is complete. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
First and 10.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. Inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. That touchdown, number 11 on the year. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. Second play of the game, big touchdown, they strike first.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Oh, that is a dump on the kickoff. Not only doesn't it reach the landing zone, that's going to be spotted beyond the 40-yard line. Okay, ready? To start the drive, and he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and 5. Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Third and 5. Out of the gun, it's Milroe, and that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game? They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
The coverage was great. They gave him no room to operate and made him pay for catching the ball.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Ready? Liking 18. Go.
They'll run, and for the first time, it's Jonathan Brooks. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Milton. Forced out wide. That's going to wind up incomplete, but a penalty flag is down on the play. Let's see what that's all about. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
A 15-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Milton. On the run to the right. He's got it! Oh, a pretty good comeback, to say the least. Not enough for a 1st down, but a really solid pickup. And it brings us to 4th down.
I think in this field position, Mike, when 4th and short, I think you got to go for it. I think there's at least a conversation going on the sideline about whether you keep your offense on the field or send out your punt unit.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try to run. And he's going to have a Cowboys 1st down. Good work there on 4th and 1. They get 7 to move the chains.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Brooks. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Here's 2nd and 9.
7-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
He'll get this out to the left flat. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
No gain on the play.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
To the air on 3rd down is Milton. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermine before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
Smith and Jigba, the man in motion. He'll work forward for a couple. Savon Revel there to make the play.
At his 48-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 11. And the Seahawks first down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Seahawks.
Quick throw there. That's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd
All
and
things
10.
considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On 2nd down, Milroe. This is intercepted. Picked off by Savon Revel. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Run with Brooks to begin this drive. He's able to tiptoe around one tackler, but not the second. He's taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
Loss of a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. So after one, 7-0 is our score. We're back to Arlington in a moment. On to the 2nd quarter. Cowboys possess the football. They've got it 2nd down and 11. Out of the gun is Milton. The throw here is complete. A big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. To throw, it's Milton. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On 3rd and long, here's Milton. He'll let one go down the middle. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Dallas. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. On comes Joshua Carty for the extra point. And trouble on this extra point. It is blocked. Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's Milroe to throw. Open man, the tight end, straight down the field. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing now, Milroe on 1st down. Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Why not go back to it? That one good for 20 yards and a 1st down. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Shotgun run now with Walker. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
RPO and a quick hit to Smith and Jigba. And he is out of bounds at the 2-yard line. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up 1st down and goal.
And after being shut down in the opening quarter, he makes his first catch here with that one, and they're going to need to continue to build off this if they plan on leaving here today with a win.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. They'll go play action with Milroe. And he's not going to get away. They'll stop him back at the 3.
That 1st and goal sack now changes everything defensively, Mike. You imagine that you're in a 4-down territory where the offense is going to try to take advantage of the field position and punch it in over the goal line. Now, can you hold up on 2nd and 3rd down and come away with forcing a field goal, which in this situation, I think is a huge win.
That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Kenneth Walker, touchdown Seattle.
Touchdown Seahawks.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. His kick is good. And the Seahawks are on the board. It's now 13-7.
Seahawks 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And he will not attempt a return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line. So on 1st and 10, here's Milton. He'll get this out wide. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Markham at the 48-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
1st and 10.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
At the 42-yard line.
Ready. Here's a handoff to Brooks. And he'll take this to about the 46-yard line. Tyrese Knight in on the tackle.
Brings up 3rd down.
Third and a long way to go. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. Milton from the gun here on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Pickens. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
23 yards.
That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Milton. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down.
19 more yards.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. To the air, it's Milton. They're trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
There's a lot of ways for defensive linemen to disrupt the passing game. That's everything about today's modern NFL. How do you disrupt the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable? Of course, sacking him is a great way, but even getting your hands up in those throwing lanes and tipping passes, that is so frustrating for these quarterbacks.
On second down, it's Brooks. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On third down, here's Brooks. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second as the clock stops. 50 seconds to play until halftime.
A gain of 5. It's fourth down.
So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal.
22-yard
This about as short as you can get. Carty's kick is good. And the Cowboys going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Now Milroe on first down. That's caught by Tolbert, right side.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Second down, they need 3. They run with Walker, and he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Seahawks first down. A gain of 5. And the Seahawks
From the shotgun, it's Milroe. Room to maneuver at the 35. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. Now Seattle will use the final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
First and goal, Seattle.
Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it first and goal. They're going to motion the tight end over here. From the gun, it's Milroe. Smith-Njigba left side. He's got us. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jackson, Smith-Njigba. Touchdown, Seahawks. Myers now to add the PAT.
Jason Myers for the extra point.
The kick is good. And the Seahawks will cut it to a 2-point lead.
16. Seahawks 14. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The clock showing 5 seconds remaining in this half as the kick's away. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Milton. Now a shot here, deep middle. That is brought in. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
This is still anyone's ball game at this point. The difference is just 2 as we begin quarter number 3. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Josh Hines Allen there on the tackle.
At the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. Now Milroe. We'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
The job of the offensive lineman is the key piece to a successful screenplay. They have to balance this fine line between stopping the defensive lineman for getting to the quarterback too quick, but also let that defensive lineman think he's got a free rush at the quarterback. That's the balance and the timing that made this play so successful. And
he will score! Corey Horton, touchdown Seattle. His 4th TD grab of the season. So they come up with a long touchdown on the little short pass. Greg, the quarterbacks love those pop passes, especially when they end up in the end zone.
Mike, you're well aware of the phrase in golf that there's no pictures on a scorecard. Well, in this case, there's no pictures on a box score because it doesn't matter if you throw it 1 yard or 50. You get credit for it all. In this case, he'll take credit for the touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Cavante Turpin on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start this on the ground with Brooks. And a good run there to get him 5 yards.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 5. Another try with Brooks. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Going to be a Cowboys 1st down as the tackle's made at the 36.
Really nice play call there that time. I think early on the quarterback realized pretty quickly, Mike, this is a light box. We got to take advantage of it. They get the right run call dialed up, and they're able to move the chains.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Behind the line of scrimmage, a play going absolutely nowhere.
A lot of times the success of a draw depends on the defensive ends, Mike, rushing the passer. In this case, a great job by the defensive end. He initially reads pass, but then he determines that it's going to be a draw. He quickly adjusts, and he's able to tackle the running back for a loss.
He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. 15-yard pickup there. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. Incomplete. They go for the RPO and not connect. They'll bring up 2nd down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Milton. This one is complete. It's Pickens. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a 1st down to go with it. 1st and 10.
29-yard line.
Milton. Here comes the screen to Brooks. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. Great timing to call the screen. It's a gain of 17 and a 1st down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
That's good for
a pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll go big, 3 tight ends in the formation for 1st and goal. They'll go with the sneak, and he will drive his way into the end zone. Joe Milton, touchdown Cowboys. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
The offense will stay out there as they will line up and go for 2.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Looking to throw, it's Milton. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy is better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready up.
On play action, Milroe flush to his right. A very dangerous throw, but somehow it is complete. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Walker. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Milroe. Remember, he had the touchdown catch from last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
go. Play action now with Milroe. To the goal line and in. Jalen Tolbert. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Touchdown, Seattle.
What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and give themselves this big win?
24. Michael Dixon to kick off.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Fake the give, and now it's Milton. He's going to take a shot down the field. That's hard. And he will go all the way. Avante Turpin. Touchdown, Dallas.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Walker. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Now this looks like a design run. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Now it's Milroe. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Donovan is a Ruckers. He gets there for the sack, setting up 4th down. The Seahawks sending out their punt team. They forced a punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. To return, it is Turpin. And he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. And special teams changes the momentum. right after a 3 and out. You think you're getting the ball back. Instead, not just a turnover, Greg, but a touchdown the other way.
Yeah, and you can just see their body language. The wind has come out of their sails. The offense is fired up. Great job, defense. You force a 3 and out, and you got your helmet on. You think you're about to take the field and get a possession. Next thing you know, disaster strikes. Not only the turnover, Mike, the scoop score, and they take it back for 6.
And no return here. This is a touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On first down, here's Milton. That's made by Pickens. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Here we go. Third and a yard. Try and throw with Milton. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Vontae Turpin. Touchdown, Cowboys. That is second touchdown of the game. Numbers 11-12 on the season. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35. Throwing now, Milrow on first down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
They motion the slot man left. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Here's the give to Walker. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Crowd noise rises. Big play here. 3rd and 1. They'll let the fullback try to push the punt. And he will have the Seahawks first down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Now a pitch to Walker. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Second down, 8 for the first down. They'll drop to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They go with Walker. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here comes 2nd down. Here's Milroe to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. Milroe. Got a man. That's Tolbert. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier. And that catch gets him a first down.
That's another Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
He takes off. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. 2 timeouts, still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
To the air, it's Milroe. He'll get this out wide to Tolbert.
It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
Second and 6 coming up. Now Walker. The Seahawks are going to be set up with 1st and goal. He couldn't quite break the planes. They'll have it at the 1-yard line.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. They'll run the sneak. And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out. This game is over. So it's a win for the Cowboys. They bounced back from the loss last week. Really put in a determined effort and will come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we say so long from Arlington.
The temperatures are dropping, but the intrigue is heating up. Hi, everyone. Scott Hanson here, and this is your weekly recap for Week 15. Plenty to get you caught up on. Let's start in Detroit. The Lions at home to take on the Carolina Panthers. And this is Jameson Williams. He's going to get a step downfield and run under the deep ball. He'll take it 65 yards to the end zone. Next up, how about a trip to Vegas, everybody? Checking in on the Raiders as they play the Cardinals. And this is Dante Thornton. He's going to look this one in, and he'll take it from there. This is going to be a 41-yard touchdown. Lastly, let's go to Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers taking on the Eagles. And it's the vaunted Steelers defense that comes up with the big play here. They knock the football out, force the fumble, scoop it, and they're taking it back the other way. What a game-changing play. Touchdown. The Steelers run their winning streak to double digits as they get their 10th straight victory. That'll do it for us. Until next week, Scott Hanson in Orlando, good night from all of us at EA Sports.